Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And now the opening lineup for Boston and for Chicago. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I'll tell you, it had been some time coming, but really last year the dominant core that the Celtics had been built around started to show their age at times.
Bulls moving the ball around. To the paint, here's Simmons. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Celtics, Steve, as you mentioned, they seem to realize that the window was closing as the team got older. In fact, there is some age on there, and hopefully they can navigate that and play a few more years together.
Yeah, well, at the trade deadline, they explored a lot of options to maybe try to get younger to bring some youth in, but they decided to stick with it. Had a strong playoffs, and now a new-look roster. Some new pieces, but still equipped to compete.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. He told me for us, defense is all about the space between our ears. We know that if we defend as a unit instead of trying to react to everything that comes our way, we'll be better off for it and in a position to win. Let's see if that's the case here.
Doris, thank you. It'll be interesting to see how that defensive mindset serves them here in the first half.
Yeah, it will be, Kevin, because if they come out with the right frame of mind and they don't have much success early, you know, the game plan is going to have to change in a big hurry.
And even so, Steve, I think the defensive approach Doris talked about is exactly the one they should employ.
And stolen by Wallace. One-on-one fast break. Number 8. Count that one. On defense, the Celtics. To the inside. Down low. Tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Both teams deciding to change it up. The dish to Gray. Shot clock at 5. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Celtics have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Simmons, 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Number 10. And the Bulls with another miss.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
So both teams changing it up here. He's perfect from the line this time. Shot to stop the run. Number 2. And the layup is good.
He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
Here's Wallace. The shot no good. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
No good from 11 feet. Celtics leading by 6. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
And pushing it up, here's Boston, number 11. And he finished it off with a lay-in.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
And that one's good.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
Gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. And there's the feed to Gray. He tries for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Ball stolen. Goes up on the wing. No good.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Mikan. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. He's got 6.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second quarter. And Simmons kicks to Wallace. The offensive rebound passes to Simmons. Second shot opportunity. Boston. No good that time either. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Mikan. That's good. 8 points for him.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
Celtics have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And a new group in for the Celtics.
And a chance to go for the 2-for-1.
Well, we'll see if they can do that.
Here's Gray, and the 3 ball is good. Gray's got his first 3 points of the game. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No good.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him. Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
8 seconds left to play here in the half. 2 on the clock. That's good. Gray's got 5 now.
Kevin, great finish on the low block. I love it.
And we finished one half of basketball. Celtics lead by 7.
Your Bulls.
And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint. What a better way to get through your Monday than with a little hoops on 2K Sports. The Celtics doing well so far. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off.
The second half just about to get going here. Bulls trail by 7. To the middle, knocked loose. And for the Celtics. There's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. And for Chicago. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. So it's Chicago now. They trail by 7. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. With the clock winding down, the rebound by the Celtics.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
On the floor for Boston. Gets it to go. Simmons got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Celtics. Simmons gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Here's Mikan. Gets it to go. 10 points for him.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
And the Celtics making a change here. 1:30 left to play in the third. Simmons passes to Simmons. He dishes it to Gray. Clock at 4.
Well, he's as adept at taking a charge as anybody in the league, Kevin. Always seems to be in the right place, squaring his body and his shoulders, getting position, getting his feet outside that restricted area, and drawing the charge.
And, Steve, when he's defending, he forces opposing ball handlers to be very cautious and careful. I mean, you try to get cute around him, and it will result in a steal.
Number 8. Count the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
Turnover problems for them, and they've just looked lackluster out there.
Well, sometimes you have off games, but you always have to bring the effort, and I'm not sure I'm seeing that right now.
That's good.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
Celtics leading by 7. Feeds to Simmons. Inside, number 12. Drops in the layup for 2. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From 13, rebounded by the Celtics. Number 8. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Mikan, Wallace covering. Here's Mikan, and the shot is good. He's got 14.
He is always so in control, guys, even when he's going hard to the hoop. Very skilled finisher.
Wallace outside. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Celtics. They're up by 7.
Your boys, 16. The Celtics.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up, and we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game segment. Doris?
Kevin, for the Celtics, it's been an uncontainable game from their two-guard off the bench. It isn't often that you'll find the biggest difference maker coming off the bench, but that's been the case with him in this one. We'll see how it ends.
And Doris, thank you. What a great performance indeed. Such a huge lift to your team when you can get this production from a reserve.
Yeah, in my mind, Kevin, he's been the most valuable player of this game. And when you can say that about somebody coming off the bench, I mean, that just shows you the impact that one person could have on this game.
Well, like Kevin said, it is a huge lift. I mean, I think a performance like that coming from a sub really energizes everybody else. It's contagious.
And for Boston. And for Chicago. To the inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to this lead. And this has been a clinic, Clark.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Bulls trail by 12. Taken away. And here comes the break. The shot is off, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Mikan. The quick look, no good that time. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Gray. The wing jumper off target. Well, the Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. There's the steal. Here's the break. Up the floor. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Celtics making a switch here.
Number 8.
56 seconds left in the game. Number 8. Rebound by the Bulls. Down low, here's Mikan. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Dishes it to Wallace. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. They get it back. That's good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA and 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
They're playing basketball.